Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back once again to the stream. Um, I meant to do this yesterday, maybe the day before. Um, but your boy kind of got a little busy, so I had to kind of reschedule it. Anyway, give me 1 second to. All right, cool. So, lighting's a little bit better. Anyway, um, yeah. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the Superman trailer. Hasn't been a whole lot that's been going on as far as like you know, I don't know, stuff that's been going on with the superhero world. There hasn't been a whole lot that's been going on. So we do got the new Superman trailer, right? And I gotta tell y'all straight up and down, I did like a lot of what I saw. I did like a lot of what I saw. It was a really good trailer. Um, it was a lot going on. A lot going on. So oh, kind of doing a bunch of things here. There was a lot going on with the Superman trailer, and I can't wait to see the movie. I can't wait to see that movie. I hope it's gonna be good. I hope it's gonna be good. I just hope James Gunn knows what he's doing. I really do. I hope James Gunn knows what he's doing because like I've said before, we ain't got nobody coming through that door if James Gunn don't get this right. You know what I'm saying? So we better hope and pray that this movie is gonna knock it out the park and that it's gonna get a lot of butts and seats. Because if it don't, the DCU is gonna be in some trouble. Me personally, I don't want to see it fail. I don't, man. I really don't want to see it fail. I don't want to see this thing fail, man. I really don't. Give me 1 second again. Uh, Anyway, boys back. Okay, so like I was saying, Superman trailer looked good. I still have issues with that damn suit. I hope it's a homemade suit. I hope that he's able to kind of fix it up later on. But from what I saw, that trailer, that suit did nothing for me. That suit did nothing for me. So we got Superman coming out in 2025, and yeah, I went back and I watched the Superman flying clip from The Man of Steel from 2013, and I love it every single time I watch it. I watch it every once a blue moon, and it never gets old. As far as what we're gonna get in this new Superman movie, I don't know what to say. I was watching Tyrone Magnus' reaction to it, and he said it looks like a parody film of a real Superman movie. And I have to agree. On some parts, it did look like that. But I just think that maybe it's because we're so used to just having the movie focus on Superman and not everybody else in there. I think maybe that's what it is, at least with me. I'm used to just having Superman, especially with the 2013 movie. We just had him. And now you got Superman, you got Hawk Girl, you got a Green Lantern. So it's a lot going on. There's a lot to unpack. And I'm just trying to stay positive. You know what I mean? No matter how many videos I watch from other YouTubers who've talked about it, I get it. Some people are trying to be as positive as I am, and some are just like, no, this ain't it. I don't understand what he's doing with this. He's got all these different characters, not just in the movie, but the DCU lineup as a whole. You know what I'm saying? You got Clayface. We ain't got Batman yet. You got is there a Swamp Thing movie in there? I think you got the Amanda Waller. You got Creature Commandos. I know it's an animated property, but still. So you got all these different things going on, and people are just kind of left, you know, confused. Like I get it. If it was me probably in charge, right? I would probably go with, the big three, the Batman and Superman, the Wonder Woman, to get fans excited. For whatever reason, James Gunn decided to go in a different direction and not give us that um big three. I don't know why, but he chose to go in a different direction and give us something different. So for whatever reason, we're not getting the big three of Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. We're just getting one. I don't know if he's waiting until the movies with I don't know if he's waiting until the movies with Robert Pattinson's Batman are done before he decides to give us a Batman set in the DCU. But to me, it just doesn't make sense why we got a Clayface. I was kind of joking about the whole Clayface thing when I thought we would get the Clayface, and that was like years ago. But we're getting Clayface movie before we get a Batman movie. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. I don't know why we're getting the Clayface movie. But again, this is coming from the mind of James Gunn, and I hope he knows what he's doing. But to circle back, like I said, this new Superman trailer has a lot going on. I mean, I like the beginning of it, where you got Superman laid out, don't know what happened to him. A lot of people saying that the guy in the all black suit is basically the evil version of him. So we're gonna have to wait and see. But I like the beginning of the trailer where you see him laid out. Crypto, it was cool. Um, what else was there to unpack? Yeah, Mr. Terrific. I don't know shit about Mr. Terrific. You had Hawk Girl in this. You had Guy Gardner, Green Lantern. I don't know anything about that guy. Um, I like Lex Luthor. Nicholas Holt. I like the way he looks. A. I hope he's gonna be like the traditional Lex Luthor that we've gotten in the movies and the TV shows, because that's what I want to see. I mean, what we've gotten in the past, especially with the DCEU's um Lex Luthor, it didn't do anything for me. I thought he was a cross between a Lex Luthor and a Joker. It was like they kind of mixed a little bit of those two together, and this is what we got. But I didn't like it. I thought it was terrible. So I'm hoping that with Nicholas Holt's Lex Luthor, it's going to be a good, like good Lex Luthor. Um, I see they got like a big kaiju, like a big dragon creature or something like that. Hopefully, that's just something in the beginning of the movie. They get it out the way, and then we move on from there. I wouldn't want that to be the big final scene. Like we've seen it in the Suicide Squad. So to see him bring it back in this movie is kind of like, okay. So yeah, I want to see something a little bit different. You know what I mean? And I'm hoping with this Superman movie, he knocks it out of the park. I really do, because we need a good Superman movie. But there's so much going on with this movie. There's so many characters. A lot of people are wondering, is this still a Superman movie if you got all these people in it? You know what I'm saying? Is this still a Superman movie? I think it still is. If the main focus is on, if the main sub, excuse me, if the main movie is still about Superman, if he's still the main focus, then yeah, you can do a Superman. This is still a Superman movie. I'm just hoping that it's gonna be good. I mean, the trailer did numbers, which is not surprising considering the fact that Superman has been one of the main characters talked about in the DCU since James Gunn started. We all been waiting for a trailer. We all been waiting for a clip, and all we've got was behind the scenes, photos, set photos, and things like that. And now that we finally hear a trailer, do I feel better about it? Maybe like that much. Just because we finally got a clip, we finally get to see a little bit of him in action. But I just want to see that movie now. I ain't gonna lie. If there's another trailer that drops, I'm probably not gonna watch it. I'm always usually well, you know what? Let's take that back. I take that back. So we got a small teaser trailer, then we got the teaser trailer, and then I'm pretty sure there's gonna be the official trailer that's gonna drop. It wouldn't surprise me if they dropped the official trailer during the Super Bowl. I'll watch it, but that's the last thing I'll watch is the official trailer. So I don't like watching too much when it comes to these trailers and clips. And I know, like example, Deadpool and Wolverine, when that movie dropped, everybody was watching everything. You had all these trailers, all these clips that everybody was watching, pulling apart, trying to see what was going on. And for me, I was like, nah, I'm gonna just watch teaser, main official trailer. That's it. So I watched the official trailer when it drops for Superman, and that's it. But other than that, I'm gonna try and stay in the dark as much as I possibly can because I want to have too much room for me. I know the closer we get to this movie dropping, the more news is gonna be coming out, and I want to stay in the dark as much as I possibly can. Um, But like I said, if I had to go back and give that trailer a score after watching it multiple times now, um, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. I'm optimistic about it. Um, you know, there's certain things I did like about it, but am I super excited? Nah, not there yet. I'm just, the trailer was good. What the appetite a little bit, but I need to see more. I don't even know what the story for this movie is yet. Does anybody know what the story is for this movie is? Because I don't know. As far as I can remember, there were some issues going on overseas with Lex Luthor. Superman steps in, and then for some reason, I think we get like what is it called, Ultraman, this evil version of Superman that steps in. So I hope that you know it's gonna be a good movie. We just gotta pray that James Gunn knows what he's doing because if not, it's gonna be looking bad for the DCU, y'all. And I don't want that. I don't want that because there's nobody else coming through that door that's gonna save the DCU. I could imagine um the lineup is gonna get restructured if Superman doesn't work. But that's the thing, it's Superman. We ain't talking about some small time hero, some unknown character getting dropped into the DCU. We're talking about Superman. This is the most recognizable hero out there. And I can't see this movie not doing good at the box office. I know a lot of people talk about the trailer, it did numbers, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. The movie really has to do numbers with fans showing up to the theaters to see this movie. And I'm definitely gonna try and be there opening, like believe that, because I gotta see this movie. I don't want to wait 2, 3 days, have everything spoiled online. I want to see that movie in theaters, no questions asked. I do like the fact that we're not getting the origin story because we've seen it so many times. I do wonder where his mom was at. She wasn't in the trailer. I don't think they went a different route and had the mom pass and kept the dad around. I'm pretty sure, you know, as long as they have him have the heart attack like they did in the like they did in the like they did in every other movie except for Man of Steel. It would make sense because it doesn't make sense. That scene with the storm and the dad telling him not to save him didn't make sense. I think he could have went out there, saved him in a blip in the eye, and got back, and nobody would have noticed the damn thing. That scene just didn't make sense to me at all. So yeah, but give me a second. Give me a second. Uh, all right, I think there's some issues probably going on with the camera, so I kind of had to switch things up here a little bit. Anyway, so like I said, when it comes down to this whole Superman, you know, movie that we're getting, I'm hoping it's gonna be good. I want it to be good. I see a lot of negativity floating around. I don't know if it's because people have had issues with what James Gunn has said in the past, but I just don't want this to fail. I know the lineup ain't all that great because, like I said, you ain't got the Batman, Superman, the Wonder Woman, the Cyborg. Which, if it was me, that's what I would have did. I would have gave us that type of lineup: the Superman, the Batman, the Wonder Woman out the gate, and then I would have figured out. I pretty much would have probably followed almost the exact same route that the MCU did. I would have followed that same exact route. I would have went down that route and just followed what the MCU did because to me it just doesn't make sense as to why we're getting these off characters. Now maybe James Gunn wants to do the unpredictable thing and say, okay, I'm gonna give you a Superman, the big fish first, and then kind of weave in everybody else eventually. But we're gonna have some other characters step up first. Maybe that's what he's doing. For whatever reason, I don't understand it. Maybe it's a plan that James Gunn has, but I know it's a lot of people that's probably disappointed we're not getting the big fish first. Okay, hopefully we're better. But I know it's a lot of people that's probably not happy that we're not getting the big fish. You know, the holy trinity of Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and then everybody else. Which I would have done. I would have, if it was me, I would have gave us Superman, then maybe Batman, and then maybe the Flash, and then maybe Wonder Woman, and then I would have had the big team up. I would have done something like that. So for whatever reason, James Gunn is giving us something different. And sometimes doing the unpredictable thing is not bad. You know what I'm saying? You go a different route and it throws people off. Like I said, maybe he's waiting for the Robert Pattinson universe to be done before he throws his own Batman out there. As far as Wonder Woman, not sure why. As far as the Flash, not sure why. I honestly would like to see I would like to see Static Shock. Eventually in the DCU, I don't think we'll ever get it though, but I like to see Static and a Cyborg. Not sure why. Like I said, he's going his unpredictable route and giving us a bunch of characters, a lot of B-list characters, I guess. Characters that don't normally get seen or heard. Like I said, when it came to the MCU, throwing out the Guardians of the Galaxy, they came way after all the other characters were already established. You had the Iron Man, you had the Thor, and you had I can't think of anybody else. But you had Iron Man, you had Thor, you had Chris Evans, Captain America. They were already out there and had the movies before you got to Guardians of the Galaxy. And James Gunn is on all these B-list characters before you get to the big fish. And it's a little confusing, but we got to trust James Gunn's process because this is the last chance that the DCU has before well, this is basically the last go around for the DCU. If this don't work out, then it's just flush it all down the toilet. I think they'd have to sit on superhero films for another 5 or 10 years before we get anything else. Maybe 5 years, maybe not 10, but at least 5 years. James Gunn and the team, whoever would have to sit on superhero movies for at least 5 years. And if they gotta wait that long, by that time he'd be out of chart. He'd be out because his contract is only for 4 years. But yeah, I wanna see the Superman movie be good. I just have a problem with that goddamn suit. It just looks like trash. It looks terrible. I'm sitting there looking at it multiple times. It looks like it's a homemade suit. I hope he's not wearing that damn thing through the whole entire movie. It just looks, especially with the belt and the underwear, it just looks too cartoony, man. It does. That belt and that the trunks look too cartoony, and it's hard for me to take them seriously looking at that, man. Henry Cavill's suit destroys that suit 10 times over. I just hope that the movie is gonna be good. That's all I'm hoping for. I want this movie to be good. I'm trying to ignore the suit. I'm hoping he gets a new suit in the middle of the movie. I don't want to see wait until the end of the film and he finally gets a new suit. No, I want to see a new suit in the middle of the movie. I don't want to wait to the end because it was cliche where he spends the whole movie wearing this crappy suit, and then it's like, oh, let's update it. And then by the end, he gets a new suit. No, give him a new one in the middle of the movie. I do wonder how he ended up in that damn box though. Um, or maybe he was punching through when he was punching through the glass. I wonder what that scene was all about. Nicholas Holt has some type of gun in his hand. I do wonder what that was about. Maybe he's got like a kryptonite bullet in there or something. Because it's reported that he already doesn't like Superman. I'm pretty sure we got a lot of the details as to why he doesn't like Superman. But yeah, it's a lot to unpack in this movie. It's gonna be a lot to unpack. It's gonna be a lot to unpack in this trailer, and I just hope it's good. I hope this movie is gonna knock it out the park because I want to see the DCU come back strong. I want to see a lot of fire in the Marvel's ass and say that we back, we doing better. This is gonna be better. This ain't the old regime. It's a new regime that's gonna be better because everything we got with the DCEU, a lot of it was garbage. And I think right now with Marvel, they just kind of like, we don't have no competition, so we can just do whatever. And I think if you get the DCU the DCU on track, it's gonna let a fire under their ass to step up. And the fact that they're leading with the big fish of Superman, yeah, it's gonna be something to see. But like I said, you gotta have faith in James Gunn's process because ain't nobody else coming through this door. If this don't work out, you're not getting Henry Cavill, and you're not getting Henry Cavill and Zack Snyder walking through that door with the old DCEU crew. It's not happening. We stuck with what we got. So let's hope that this is going to do numbers. I don't even think the movie has to do $1 billion. It just has to do break even and then extra on it on top of it. But yeah, it's a lot riding on this, man. It is a lot riding on this. And I try not to listen to too much what everybody else has to say because I know it's a lot of confusion with this lineup, but it's what James Gunn is giving us. And at least he has a lineup and a plan. With the old regime, they didn't have a plan. I think they had a lineup in the beginning, but everything started to fall apart after the Batman versus Superman movie. And then they just went any type of direction they wanted to go, and it failed miserably. And nobody was happy with it. Fans were upset. I didn't even support it at the end. I was like, I didn't see Aquaman. I damn sure didn't want to see Shazam. There's a lot of things I didn't want to see, and I didn't support it. So at least with James Gunn, he has a plan. He knows where he wants to go. I know there's some stuff that he said would not get green lit if it didn't have a script already done. Not sure how long that process is gonna last for him, but hopefully he's able to stay with it. Because with Marvel, you know, it's like they keep messing around with movies in the middle of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like we don't know where we want to go, so we're just gonna keep tweaking it till we get to the end. And they've gotten to a point where you can't just slap a Marvel movie on it and expect to get fans, butts, and seats. It's not working anymore. So with DC, especially with them being as cash strapped as they are, James Gunn got to make sure he's checked off all the boxes before you get the movie out. Got to check off all the boxes. But like I said, you got the other thing I'm actually curious about is the lanterns with Hal Jordan and I forgot the other guy's name. Anyway, I'm curious about that. I am. I don't know. I doubt they're gonna make an appearance, but I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna get mentioned because you already got a lantern in this movie. A lot of people said that Hal Jordan's probably gonna get killed off at the end because there's no mention of what's gonna happen with him afterwards, and the fact that he is an older character, not a younger character, is also got people worried. I don't want to see it happen though. Like if he flies off and goes on some other mission for a while and comes back and he leaves was it John? I can't think. I'm messing up on the names here. And he leaves the old dude in charge. Then cool. But I don't want to see him get killed off because it would just be whack if he's in here for just a 8 episode or 9 episode or 10 episodes and then boom, that's it. That's all we got to see of him. I want to see more. You know what I'm saying? But I do like the story, or at least the synopsis of what they're going with the Green Lantern TV show. That sounds really, really interesting. So I'm hoping that that is going to be a good um, TV show to watch. So yeah, I'm trying to think what else is in the lineup. They got a Booster Gold. Uh, I'm not excited for Booster Gold. I don't know crap about Booster Gold to get excited about that character. What else is in the DC lineup? I have to look it up because I'm curious to know what they have dropping. And I do wonder what other properties James Gunn could drop if certain things don't work out and he has to pivot towards a different direction. So let me see here real quick. Uh okay, so there's a thing called the Authority, No Idea, Swamp Thing, Supergirl. So I know there's been a lot of talk about Supergirl. I'm not really excited about that either. There's a handful of stuff here I'm not really excited for. Almost the entire lineup doesn't really excite me. Superman, Lanterns, and if we get the Batman thing off the ground. Those are about the only three things I really want to see. Everything else in this entire lineup, I'm kind of like about. I'm just not really like interested in what this other stuff is. Maybe because I don't know that much about it, so I have to wait until James Gunn decides to. I have to wait until James Gunn, gives us something. So yeah, the DCU is officially off the ground. It's going, and I just hope that James Gunn knows what he's doing with this, and we get something good. I want this DCU to work out, y'all. I really do. I know it's a lot of people that's kind of iffy about it. They don't know what James Gunn's, big plan is. I would still like to see the big three: Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, eventually a Flash, and then you fill up the rest of the team with Cyborg and whoever, and then we get the big fight with whoever the big bad is. That's another thing we don't know who the big bad is. Oh, there was something else too. Seeing somebody else talk about this trailer. There's a newspaper article about Grodd. Like I said, I know that this universe that James Gunn has is already established, which I don't really have an issue with this universe already having being established because we've been down the road of origin stories. but I don't mind this universe already having some establishment and then just kind of going from there. Because we already seen the origin stories 100 times over. There's no reason to keep revisiting it. So I like the idea that he's going a different direction with Superman and giving us something where he's already early in his journey. I know there was talk of possibly bringing over bringing over Robert Pattinson as the new Batman in the DCU. But to me, it just wouldn't make sense because from what it looks like to me, you got um who is it? If you got a Batman with a son, it wouldn't look right for Robert Pattinson to be that Batman. You know what I'm saying? That's just my 2 cents. But, do you want to keep it going for a little while? I know everybody's probably like chilling, busy. It is the holiday season. Like I said, I meant to do this Sunday, but I got busy. I meant to do it last night, got busy. But anyway, I just want to make this short stream. I'm going to go ahead and end it. Anybody that comes through later, appreciate it. I'll try and come back next Sunday once I know my work schedule is and be back with another stream. So catch you on my next one. Peace.